Hello there everybody, Sublime92 and welcome back to My Hero Academia, episode 22 now. Looks like we're going to be seeing the battle between Bakugo and Uraraka, and, not, I know how brutally violent Bakugo is, and I know for a fact he ain't gonna hold back against Uraraka. But, even if Uraraka loses, I still have the faith that she will do good in this fight. I hope. But, this show's really, the show has a good, it does a good job of actually making me like almost all of the characters that it shows. Like, even, it got me interested in the freaking villains from season 1. I'm actually hoping that I get to learn a little bit more about them. But right now, it looks like one of the biggest focuses right now is more about, Todoroki. Like, I want to, I've got a basic grasp on what is up with his, I guess, home life in a way. And I'm not entirely sure how it could possibly get any worse. So let's just throw ourselves right back in. Oh, by the way, one more thing. Endeavor's a fucking prick. Okay. So, a lot actually happened in this video, or this episode. Bakugo and Uraraka had a very, well, it was kind of a brutal match, but the fact that Uraraka, I thought she did a very good job using her quirk to her advantage and actually using Bakugo's quirk against him in a way. That was pretty well done, I think. It's just the overwhelming power difference is kind of what settled the match. I kind of made the misunderstanding that Bakugo was just being ruthless, but they kind of pointed it out in the show. It was more like, I guess, he was kind of going, he was being serious as a sign of a sort of respect, I guess. If I can interpret it that way. Which only was further enhanced after the fight was over and the Pikachu dude kind of referred to her as frail, and Bakugo actually said there's nothing about her that's frail. That's like a good sign of respect, I think, from somebody like Bakugo, I think. And that's good character. That's a bit of development that I was looking forward to seeing. Thank you. Thank you for actually giving me that. And next up, we also had a bit of a brief encounter with Izuku and meeting Endeavor. Possibly the father of the fucking year, apparently. The parent who thinks of his child as property, because fuck that guy. Okay. I'm just going to say this right now about Endeavor because I try to be very careful. I try to judge characters, and I try to do it in a very fair sort of light. Unless this show does something to change my opinion and actually show why Endeavor is the way he is just a scumbag. A shitheaded scumbag, basically, in my opinion. This is my opinion. But until the show proves otherwise or gives me some more insight into Endeavor's mentality and why he is the way he is, that's going to be my personal thoughts about him at the moment, really. It was also good seeing Izuku basically give his own variation of the middle finger to Endeavor. So I'm thinking, you know what? Good on you, Izuku. You told off a dickhead. Good job. Now, looks like the next episode we're going to be seeing Todoroki versus Izuku. I'm expecting a very, very intense fight. That's what I'm expecting, and that's kind of what I'm hoping to see, but please, in this fight, I require more insight into Todoroki himself. And I'm predicting that's probably what I'm going to get in this episode, or maybe this next episode, or the episode afterwards. Because I'm not entirely sure how long this fight is going to last, whether it be 1 episode or 2 episodes in length. But, anyway, that's where I'm going to end it. So, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the next episode, and I will see you guys there. Hello there, everybody, and now we're on My Hero Academia Season 2, Episode 23. Looks like we're finally going to see the battle of Todoroki versus Izuku. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to go, but considering the last episode, Bakugo versus Uraraka was very... It was very, very hard to watch. But that little sign of respect that Bakugo did for Uraraka, I consider that a sign of respect right there, what he did. that was that was necessary. I think that shows character growth, and I'm happy that it showed that. So let's throw ourselves into this madness, shall we? I know there's like a third season, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say this personally about my feelings about Endeavor right now, as well as what it might be too much to be asking, but I hope to see. Endeavor can go be thrown off a cliff for all I care. He can be thrown into a vat of acid. He can be having his dick chopped off, his arms ripped off, his legs completely broken, his neck snapped. Now, here are my thoughts. When it comes to Endeavor, I'm going to. This is. If there is, like. The show does a good job of making me like a lot of characters, okay? But this character is. This seems like one of those characters that is shot out for you to absolutely hate no matter what. And it's doing a damn good job of making me hate this guy. But with the way that this story has treated almost all of the characters so far that I've witnessed, I'm pretty sure that, okay, I'm never going to like Endeavor. If this show wants to make me actually understand Endeavor, because again, I don't understand why Endeavor is the way he is. He just wants to surpass All Might. That's pretty much all I know about him, mostly, other than him being a wife beater and a child abuser. So, if this show wants me to make me feel anything other than hate, then a couple things have to happen. One, show me why exactly Endeavor is the way he is, so I can get a better understanding of his character in a way. Two, if you want me to make me feel anything other than hate for this character, the show then one thing has to happen. He probably has to have some sort of epiphany and make himself realize that, oh shit, I have been doing everything wrong and I am a terrible person. What the hell is wrong with me? Or, maybe having his pride completely crushed. That would probably end him trying to, even though it will never amend for what I'm assuming happened throughout Shoto's entire life. It will never amend for that. But I will give him that chance if the show puts that into perspective of Endeavor possibly, trying to make things right. But good God, does he have a lot to freaking fix. Okay. Next up. I need to digest exactly about Shoto's thing here. So even at the age of 5, he was basically, I'm guessing, being forced into some really brutal training by him, showing that a 5-year-old vomiting on the ground. And apparently the mother was against it, clearly. But I just, I get really sick and But, okay. So the mother is the one that threw the boiling water on his face. So, what I can surmise from this is that she must have also faced some of the abuse from Endeavor. I imagine. So she must have probably been not only physically abused, but probably that right there. Being abused to the point where she basically snapped in a way. But at the worst possible person she snapped it at. Because, he has half of Endeavor, basically, the way he looks. And the way that Endeavor phrased it, put her into a hospital, you mean like a mental hospital? Is she still alive? If so, I mean, I don't know. But, damn it, Izuku, you may have lost, but regardless, in a way, you technically won. You basically saved Todoroki. And you know what? That's a win in my book. Even though it's not a win in the UA Sports Festival's book, that's a win in my book, I say. That was an intense episode, honestly. But I got a little bit of a detail there. Apparently Todoroki has siblings. Are they okay? They didn't suffer any of the abuse from Endeavor, did they? God, I hope not. That would be really bad. But whew, that animation was amazing. I'm just blown away by how fantastic that was. Like I said, even though Izuku lost, that I still consider that a win. He basically saved Todoroki, and I'm happy. Also, he pretty much voiced what I've been saying. It's your power! I'm gonna need a break after that one. Okay. Oh, dear lord, that was a hell of a damn fight, my god. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take a break and I'll probably move on to the next episode. Well, granted, you're gonna see the next episode immediately because I'm gonna upload these all together, but yeah. I'll see you guys in the next episode.